Good morning, Hastings. Welcome to this week's edition of the show that still does not have your name, your source for everything that happens at our school. I'm Tristan Herbst, and I'm one of your new anchors for this week's show. With a brand new segment on the show and lots happening this week, from sports teams wrapping up their winter sports to your arts department hosting several performances. Let's head over to arts to see just what happened this weekend.
Hey Raiders, welcome back. There was a lot going on last week for our arts department. Let's take a look at what their weekend looked like. What's that, Piccolo? How could I forget? We also have a special guest coming on to talk about their Hastings art talent. Let's all tune in and listen well, because arts has a lot to say.
Swinging on the River went off without a hitch. We've heard that it was a huge success. Congrats to West and the Groove for winning the competition. We have an interview with a member of the Dynamic to hear more about it.
I think swinging went great. We had a super good turnout and everyone was super positive and super helpful. And all in all, I think everyone had a really fun time.
Do you have anything to say to the people who want to join Dynamic?
Just do it. I have so much fun in show choir. It's definitely one of the best decisions I've made.
Why did you want to join Dynamic?
I was super on the fence about joining show choir at first, and then I had a bunch of upperclassmen tell me how great it was and that I should just join, and so I decided to take a chance, and it was such a good decision for me.
As our first display of talent in the school, we've reached out to Malia for extra information regarding her talent, dancing. Her skill and passion shines through the screen in the demonstration she sent us. She was available to give us some extra information regarding her work in the dance scene.
What is your mindset while dancing?
While competing, I think of nothing because there's so much to think about. But while in the studio, I think of corrections or just I try to visualize the song and what it's about.
What got you into dancing?
My mom put me in dance when I was little, and I just continued it. And right now, I just dance for my family because they love to watch me.
Is your dance inspired by anything in the video?
In that dance, I had a character that I had to be, and that's kind of what inspired it.
Wow, I am truly inspired. It almost makes me want to dance. Well, like I said last time, arts isn't the only one with a bunch of talent. So let's take a look at what's going on with athletics this week.
Welcome back, Raider fans.
Let's get hyped for an exciting week. Let's start with a recap on the boys' hockey season. The boys finished their season with a loss against Egan, however they managed to score 3 goals. This season had many big moments for the boys, one major event being Captain John Harris scoring his 100th goal. Congrats to the boys on a hard-fought season. Next up, boys wrestling has their state tournament on Thursday this week and are sending 7 of our Hastings wrestlers to individual state on Friday. Go support our school by cheering on the team at the XL Energy Center. The boys swim team will also have their swimming sections taking place on Wednesday and Friday this week at Two Rivers. Go support the boys at 6. We'll see you there. The team beat South St. Paul on Thursday, the high scorer being Haley Strain with 23 points. The next game is tomorrow at home against Park at 7. Be there and be loud. Go Raiders.
Hey Raider Nation. Mr. Hanson, the athletic director at the high school, back with you today. Excited to shine a spotlight on Raiders wrestling. 3 different things that we'd like to highlight for you. We're going to talk about our team, and we're going to talk about girls' individual state tournament qualifiers and boys' individual state tournament qualifiers. So in order to get that done, we're going to let the student athletes themselves step onto the screen and tell you all about it.
Hi, my name is Jack Bainbridge, and I'm a 12th grader here at Hastings High School. I'm going to talk a little bit about sections. So last Friday we went against Park Cottage Grove, first round. We had a close duel, came down to heavyweight, and Elijah Christopher teched him to send us against Woodbury. And against Woodbury, we blew him out by about 40 points to send us to the X.
My name is Trey Beisel, I'm in 11th grade, and this Thursday we're headed to the XL Energy Center against STMA.
Next, we'll transition to talk specifically about girls wrestling. 2 things that are really exciting to learn about today. First is that this is a really growing sport within our state, and for the first time, the High School Coaches Association hosted a team state tournament for girls in which 16 teams were invited to participate. Really rad to share with you that the Hastings team took 3rd overall, so really proud of them for that. And coming up this week at the Excel Center, the girls' individual state tournament will take place. Hastings has the most individual girls qualifiers of any team in the state with 6, and they're going to tell you who they are coming up right now.
I'm Allison Wanzettel. I'm a senior. I took second at the section tournament, and I'm really excited for this Saturday.
I'm Amelia Miller. I'm a senior here, and I took first at sections.
My name's Ellie Levine. I'm a junior, and I took first at sections.
I'm Olivia Levine. I'm a sophomore, and I took second at sections.
I am Maddie, or Mike Red Spinner. I am a senior, and I took first at sections.
I'm Kashawn Brooks, and I took second at sections due to injury.
Coming at you next, we'd like to recognize our boys' individual qualifiers. All of them are here with us today except one. I'd like to recognize Beckett Edstrom, grade 8, who also qualified for the state tournament. He was a section champion. Here are the rest of our boys' individual qualifiers.
Rocco Leonardo, freshman, weight 121, took first at sections.
My name's Trey Beisel. I'm in 11th grade. I had 133 pounds, and I took first at sections.
My name's Talon Little Soldier. I'm at 139. I'm a sophomore. I got first at sections.
My name's Fletcher Peterson. I'm a senior. I wrestled at 145 pounds and took first at sections.
My name is Mark Sabota. I'm a junior. I got second at sections at 160.
My name's Elijah Christopher. I'm a sophomore. Wrestled at 215. Took second at sections.
All right, so there you go, folks. Raiders wrestling going to be really well represented at the state tournament Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Thanks for checking it out. Go Raiders.
Truly a lot going on in the world of arts and athletics, but let's take it to academics, where we will be venturing up to the 3C language pods to learn about our global honor societies. Then, after that, we will be doing an exclusive room tour with the one, the only, Mr. Sill. Speaking of Mr. Sill, one of our very own Knowledge Bowl teams, called Clone Collision, made it to regionals. Good luck out there, Raiders. A lot to cover, so let's take it away to academics.
PremiumBeat.com.
I'm Tina, and we're outside Mr. Sill's room. Let's check it out.
Who's there? Welcome. Hi.
Let's go on in.
Show us around the place.
Well, first, as you come in, you should see the Great Seal of the United States, because we are doing the presidency in AP Gov right now. And we're here for a tour, so you want to go this way, Versailles? What do you
Yes,
think?
let's go this way.
All right, I have the world's smallest flag, ironically, even though I'm the Gov teacher, because I inherited this room about 10 years ago from someplace else. So that's my little dinky flag. And then if you go back here, we have a theme on this wall, which is the presidency. And then we have a theme on that wall, which is still the presidency. So this wall and this wall is AP Gov land. And if you swing up to the front there, we have where the sophomores have their posters. In this case, we're doing the Cold War and World Wars. And you will see my fascination with Yodas. You can do a Yoda count if you like. This is a Yoda from years ago. This is a Yoda from 5 years ago. 2 students were sweet enough to buy this for me for actual Christmas. So here's my little Yoda dude. He's got no back. May the force be with Yoda. Okay. Let's see, what else is interesting here? I'm a Winona State Warrior graduate, just like my son is. So I went there in the 1990s. Go Warriors. Since I do a lot of world studies stuff, this is my little model UN, otherwise known as the flags up there. As we come along here, the home ec people were nice enough to give me this part of my fortress up here, and it moves. But not a lot of people know this, because one of my friends, Andy Lutz, was pushing on it, and he almost slipped over one time because it looks like it stays here forever. But it's rock solid. Thank you to the family consumer science people. There we go. Over here, we have stuff from my trip on DC. Mr. Smallage and Mr. Hansen and myself were lucky enough to go on 4 different inauguration tours. So that's from one of the early inauguration pieces. That's one of my flea market pieces where I got a Declaration of Independence for all of $10. And this is me in frozen caves in the Great White North, otherwise known as the North Shore. Up here is one of my pride and joys. This is our Jedi Awards. If you get the highest score on tests, you are the Jedi in Sill Land over here. So these are past Jedis. This is yet another Yoda from a student who is now off in art school, and she made that just by sitting in class while she was doodling. My awesome son, who is at the University of Chicago now, got this for me, and this is two famous economists out there. Colvin, you should know Milton Friedman's on here. Milton Friedman is a Nobel laureate from Chicago. That takes us to our little corner here where we have different presidents over the years. My little fortress over here with more Yodas over there. And if you keep swinging to this side over here, we have all of our wonderful AP Gov books. And then if you keep swinging to the very, very back over here, back to more AP Gov land, we have all the little presidents. And then we have one of my pride and joys. My uncle gave me this map. He gave me a lot of weird, freaky, historic things. This is an antique map actually from the 1950s that I sliced and diced together. And it shows different pieces of the United States, Native American reservations, every little county. And it's cool because it's super old and you just don't see maps like that anymore.
Sweet. Take us around your desk corner.
All right, this is my fortress of solitude, which Mr. Smallwich makes fun of me for. So if you look around, it's like desk, which is like a fort, and then you could barely get in here. And then if you want to know what's going to happen a month from now, a month ago, or 3 years ago, this is basically the repository of everything in the world. Right? Back here, we have more Yodas. For those of you who frisbee golf or disc golf, these are actually disc golf pieces. And since I'm a Gov teacher, we have that. Ooh, there's my son. There's my son when he was here. More Yodas, and then as you can see up here, we got bobbleheads. We got more Yodas. We got this awesome koozie that should go on drinks, but right now it's holding together a beautiful pyramid. And then we have my JFK, which is another flea market original for $15 with this styling hat. And then Mr. Casperson was nice enough to make this bowl that I got at the Feed the Children, Feed the
Empty bowls?
Empty bowls, thank you. Empty bowls, good catch, right? And this is for winners of different games and stuff like that. So I got a Casperson original from Empty Bowls.
Another Yoda right
And yet more Yodas. And this is my son and I when we were up on the North Shore many, many years ago. Now he's 6'2". And this is my fortress in back here. Here we go.
Mr. Sill's room is truly an interesting sight to see. Nevertheless, we move on to our community with an event at our very own local library, as well as a glimpse into the world of horticulture. Sounds quite exciting, don't you think, Piccolo? Indeed it is. Anyway, let's see what our community is cooking.
Our club is so fun. We do all kinds of things, door swags, centerpieces. Students get to make all the stuff, bring home for free, and we're always looking for new members, and a lot of times the students that I have in class like to bring their friends, so it gets pretty popular every month, and you know, we just keep adding people after people, and so it's good. Oh my gosh, all you need to do is ask somebody that's been here. I think that most people would say it's definitely worth coming. So if you've never been to Hort Club, share that with your friends, and we'd love to have you in Hort Club, room B112.
So many amazing things. Only a couple more weeks until spring break. We can do this, Raiders. Anyways, if you have any questions or concerns, make sure to email Colvin. He would love to hear from you. If he doesn't get back to you, email him again. Anyways, I'm Tristan Herbst, and I'll see you all again this Thursday for the next edition of the show that still does not have a name. Have a good one, Raiders.